Hey YouTube, Stitt here, and I'm Grounds4Life. I'm trying to keep my voice down because I'm in a residential area here. I just picked up a job. If you'll notice this kind of rotten picket fence, literally white picket fence behind me, that goes around this house. We're gonna rip that out and replace it. I'm doing an estimate right now for the homeowner, and I'm hoping that we'll get the job. So if we do, we'll probably be here tomorrow ripping this thing down. All right, we've been out here working on the fence for about 3 hours, and we've made some good progress. But right now, it's time for lunch. So you know what that means. It's time for another healthy, nutritious Grounds4Life lunch. Now, what we have today, I'm out here really busy working on this fence, trying to get it knocked out. So my wife was nice enough to bring us some checkers today. She brought me some checkers. I've got, let's see, big fat burger, big, really yummy sweet tea, and of course, our water. Got to drink our water. Now I'm sitting on the back of the vehicle here, just taking a quick lunch. We're going to keep filming to a minimum today because there's like a new house where an open house is going on right across the street here. Big, beautiful house, brand new. And then on the other side of us, there's like some people setting up for a birthday party. So, man, every time I work with concrete, it just ends up getting all over me. It's just so disgusting. Anyway, we're done for the day. It's about 4 o'clock. It's quitting time. We ended up talking to the homeowner. We decided to just leave the concrete where the 6x6 was in the ground and just put the post in beside it. So we've done that. That's done. All the posts are in, all the concrete is in, everything is nice and straight and braced, or the big 6x6 is braced because that's the only thing that really needed to be braced. So before I get on the road, I'm going to walk out here so we can get a look at what we got done today. We will pick up next week in the afternoons here, running the stringers on this and then putting in the fence pickets. But if you could see as I kind of buzz along, all the Gothic posts are in. That was a pain getting that big 6x6 in around concrete and cutting roots and stuff. The other posts are in. So everything's ready to go. We'll let the concrete dry and then we'll run our stringers. Good morning, guys. Stitt here, and I'm Grounds4Life, and we're on what's going to be day 3 of putting up this white picket fence. What I decided to do, I would normally do this type of smaller job just in the evenings after like bigger jobs, but what I decided to do, since I have some time off coming later in the week for my son's big birthday party this weekend, and also because the homeowner that I'm working for right now just informed me yesterday evening that he has not only this house, the house he's living in, which is my neighbor's house, and then he owns the house I'm working on. He also owns 8 other properties in our county. So I want to make sure I get this done good and right So we're going to head back over there. We're going to get this thing, get the stringers on the fence, get the pickets in, and I think as long as the weather cooperates, because it's really cloudy today, like it might rain, I think we should be able to get everything done except for maybe just the gates. So let's walk outside. There's not going to be much of a sunrise because the sun's already up. We're starting a little later because I don't like to start too early in the residential neighborhoods. But we can see the sun is up behind me. All right, let's get on the road, guys. All right, guys, all the stringers are on, finally. Man, that is tough work for me because my knees are bad and it just hurts to get down low and do them low ones. They're good all the way around. And this side is done. Let's see if we can get a shot of this side. Right behind my shoulder here. Get around this way. And that side is done, just a little corner. So let's get to the pickets. Stitt here, and it's time for another healthy, nutritional Grounds for Life lunch. And we're going to have to rush through our lunch today because we've already wasted a lot of time, because when I went to Lowe's to get the right screws, I bought these 2.5-inch screws that I needed, but I forgot to get these 3/4-inch screws to put in the pickets that I needed. So I ended up having to go back, and it was crowded, and it took like an hour. So we're going to rush through our lunch, get back to building this fence, but before we do, first we have, let's see, it was like a toasted sandwich my wife was so gracious enough to make me with turkey and Swiss and lettuce on there, and a little bit of mayonnaise. We got some crackers. We got some jelly beans, my fave. And of course, we got our bottle of water. So I'm gonna eat this lunch and I'm gonna get back to it. All right, we're done working on the fence for today. I'll tell you what, this has been so frustrating for me. I've not had the best day out here working on this fence, and that's probably because I'm not a fence guy. But I'll tell you what is good news. That fancy house right there behind me that was just built, the same guy who built all these fancy houses back here, he just stopped and we had a long conversation, and man, he's got all kinds of work that he wants us to do. So I'm super excited about that. I'll tell you, I'm a groundskeeper and I stay pretty busy during the year, but the time to catch a good groundskeeper to do side work for you is during the winter time, because he's just not gonna be as busy as he usually is. We got to go back to Lowe's, guys. Let's show you what we got so far. We got the pickets in on one side. It's looking nice and pretty and straight. I'm gonna have to go get more pickets for sure, so we can get on to the other side. We're gonna wrap it up for today. Good morning, YouTube. Pat Stitt here, and I'm Grounds4Life, and we're on day number 3, I believe to be day number 3 of the White Picket Fence project. The plan is to finish it up today, but I'm a little bit frustrated. The homeowner doesn't know what he wants to do with the front gate. It's got a big fancy front gate that's got to go on, and he just can't figure out what he wants to do. I'm trying to get this job done by the end of the week because I've got a few days coming off from my son's birthday party. But talked to the homeowner last night, and he agreed that we would go ahead and call it done once all the pickets were in today, and we'll worry about the gate later, which that's good because that go ahead and gets me paid. So let's step outside here and see the sun, which is already way up. We're working in a residential neighborhood today, so we're going to get a little bit of a later start. But before I go outside, let me see if I can introduce you guys to Charlie. This is Charlie Black. He's a little teeny tiny Yorkie dog. Hey Charlie, say hi. Hi Charlie. Alright guys, let's go look outside and see what a pretty but cold day it is out here on the Carolina coast. The sun is bright in the air. Alright, let's get on the road. Lunchtime. So you know what that means. It's time for another healthy, nutritious Grounds4Life lunch. So today we have KFC, famous KFC bowl, I think is what it's called. Super yummy, one of my favorites. And that comes with a cookie and sweet tea. So I'm about to dig into this, guys. We're building the fence right now. It's actually going along pretty smooth today. Plan on getting to where we're supposed to get. So let's eat and let's get back to it. All right, guys, we are finally all finished with this white picket fence. And it's taken all of today, and it's taken all of 3 days, which is, I know, longer than a job like this should probably take, but I wanted to take my time. I wanted to make sure it was done right. This most likely will lead to other jobs with this homeowner because he owns several homes. So let's step out and see what we got. All right, now if you remember, like I said this morning, we've got everything done except for where the fancy gate is going to go. So you can see all the pickets as I walk down. There's an opening where the pickets here, they're going to rise up higher to where the 6x6 post is. And then same to here. And then the rest of the fence is complete. There's a little gate that's going to go down on this side back here. But other than that, we're done. Now we got the job to do the gates and to finish the fancy front gate, but the homeowner wants to wait for now, and that's good for me because I need to get paid. So I'm Pat Stitt, and I'm Grounds4Life. All right, guys, it's late in the evening. We've got some time. Family's not around, so we're going to work on building the gate for the white picket fence. If you see the old gate right there behind me, we're going to copy it just as it is and build it brand new. So let's get started. All right, guys, that is a 4-foot Gothic style picket gate. If you look behind me on the table, you'll see some of the tools I've been using. Arrow brad nailer, my Bosch plug-in drill, power drill, my level, my Harbor Freight 10-inch miter saw. I'm gonna leave a link in the description in case you guys are interested or need any of this stuff. I don't know if you noticed during like one of the time lapses where I was busting the fence up, but El Cheapo rubber mallet, Plumb Hammer. I'll leave a link in the description. All right, guys, check it out. It's all done. It's looking nice and pretty.